I actually can't remember the last time I opened Mario Kart World because a while ago we got that new update and it kind of spun my entire enjoyment of this game on its head because I could no longer play the 3-lap tracks, and that's what I love the most. And I got so upset that I actively didn't want to touch this game until they kind of fixed the issues that they had presented. And we're here in a world where they've kind of fixed the game, like a little bit, but not really, right? So I'm gonna play online and kind of talk about what they've done and talk about how it does make the game better, and I like the changes that have been made, and I like the direction we're going in, but it's still not like A1, you know what I'm saying? We're still not at the precipice of greatness with this game, you feel me? So to give you a big fat recap of everything that went down with this game, you used to be able to select 3-lap tracks by picking random online in Mario Kart World, and then Nintendo decided to gut that completely and make it so that it became like a true random option where you would end up getting intermission tracks instead of just 3-lap tracks on there, and that kind of ruined the game for a lot of people, right? We're in a world now where people are primarily playing this game through a Discord server that you can go play on, and it's like, bro, the game came out like a month ago, bro. We don't need a Discord server to play the game online. That's bad juju, all right? That's bad news bears. Things are wrong if that's the case, bro. And I just decided I didn't want to have to go through that effort, you know? Like, I like the game. I think this game is fun when you play 3-lap tracks, but when you get far enough into the fucking mess of it, I don't want to have to go out of my way to enjoy the online experience, and I want the elo that exists in Mario Kart Online to kind of stick with me. I think that's kind of what I had the most fun with, building up my elo, you know what I'm saying? And that just kind of didn't, I don't know, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, bruh. I want to play online, I want to build my elo, and I just want to live life the way I want to. I want to live life lavishly, bro. And they ruined it for me. And I decided that I would take a step back from Mario Kart World until they, at least from what I perceived, fixed what they had done to the game. And they've done that. We got an update 1.3. And they kind of did it. They made it so that 3-lap tracks appear with more frequency in online races, which is nice and all, but I do want to clarify that, fun fact, guys, we were getting a lot of intermission tracks in online races. Like, we were getting so many intermission tracks that you were effectively never seeing, like, 3-lap tracks. It was bad. It was really, really rough, and the ratio was already super off. So now that we're getting 3-lap tracks, I kind of, like, high-key, that didn't fix that much. There's also been some item balancing stuff, which I think is really neat, that I do appreciate that a lot. I don't know if that's gonna fix, like, kind of my issues with bagging as a concept. I don't think it will, but you never know, bro. You never fucking know. Maybe they nerfed the boomerang and something about the fucking mushrooms, I think, which is always a benefit. Always a big fat W in my book when they nerf the mushrooms in this game, because they're just so goddamn powerful on intermission tracks. But I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna impact the game. I'm not, like, super into Mario Kart World at this point. Again, I took a step back from it, and this is the first time I've opened the game in, like, about, like, 3 weeks or something, almost a full month, right? No, give or take, 2 weeks maybe? I don't know. I haven't opened the game in a while, is my point, though, and, I want to see how it's going to impact things. I high-key just wanted to play online today to see how many 3-lap tracks I got, because if I was getting a bunch of them, I could honestly kind of, like, give up the fact, I could sit there and live with the fact that I could potentially get intermission tracks, because, you know, there's also the chance that I could sit there and live life lavishly and love playing the 3-lap tracks whenever I got them. You know, my point is, I want to see how many 3-lap tracks I get today. But those are, like, the big changes they made. There is more frequency with 3-lap tracks getting those online. I just ate a lot of ice cream, forgive me. But, like, 3-lap tracks, you see them more than you do intermission tracks, or that's not true. You see them more now when intermission tracks were super, like, prominent before. This isn't making any fucking. It's been so long. It's been so long. I don't know how to commentate over this game anymore. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I want to do 4 races today and kind of see how it goes and see what ratio of intermission tracks to 3-lap tracks we get, which obviously this video can't be used as data. Like, it's not a data point that you can use to judge the game on, but as it is right now, 2 intermission tracks, no 3-lap tracks yet. Like, I don't think this fixes my issues with the game. And I want to clarify, I think it's a really good thing that we are, you know, taking steps in the right direction. We're not going to see massive broad sweeping changes immediately. This is definitely going to be one of those things where the game is going to have some time put between it and that really, really dog shit update they made before we actually see broad sweeping changes that can fix the issues that a lot of people have problems with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never going to be the case that they're going to make changes that will just completely alter the experience, regardless of how people, you know, feel about the current experience with the game. Like, we're gonna get small changes. So I think a small step in the right direction is a very, very, very good thing. I like that. Me likey. Keep it up, Nintendo. But also, maybe you shouldn't have made this a fucking problem in the first place. You know, like, it's not really... I don't know, them taking a step in the right direction doesn't change the fact that they tossed us in the fucking pits of hell in the first place when we already had a relatively, like, decent way of handling and working around the intermission tracks. So, like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't want to shit talk Nintendo too much in this video because I do think, you know, I'm making this video because I think we're taking steps in the right direction. And I didn't want to play Mario Kart World, not because I don't think the game is fun. I really fucking love this game, but it was taking steps in a direction that I didn't like personally, and I didn't want to play Mario Kart World in its state that it was in, and now we're in a state that's a little bit better, and I think that's worth talking about. I think that's something that is really cool, and I like that they are somewhat listening to people that are, you know, complaining about Mario Kart World doing things they don't like. It's nice that we're taking steps, but, like, maybe you could fucking jump? I don't know. And I get that. Oh my god. It's effectively a live service game, bro. We're gonna be getting slow updates, and they're not gonna do anything broad sweeping, and, you know, I get that. I'm talking a little too much shit. I understand why we're getting these small updates. They don't want to make fucking huge updates that'll break the game or whatever, but, like, fuck, I would love a huge update, though. Like, high key, I would love an update that just, like, gave an option for 3-lap tracks and online versus races. You already have one for, like, Knockout Tour. It really, how hard could it be, bro? How hard could it really be, Nintendo? Come on. Come on, big dog. Do it for me. Do it for me. Do it for Miyamoto. Miyamoto probably wants it too, man. You know how Miyamoto is. You do it for Miyamoto. He would love it, man. He would sit there and he'd be like, "You're so talented. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. That's great. Perfect. Beautiful. Do it for Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser would be so happy about it too, man. Just do it for Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser would, like, give you little kisses on the lips if you did that for him. Come on, bruh. Just a little bit, bro. Also, I'm playing this with, like, a few millisecond delay, and you'd think that wouldn't be a big problem, but I'm feeling it, bro. Oh my god, I've never played this game with delay, and it changes the whole fucking experience, bro. God damn. God fucking damn. I think I just threw. I think I could have gotten first, but... What? There's no... What? Okay. I remember. I remember what this game did to me. It's all coming back, bro. Holy shit, it's all coming back. Oh, it's like flashes. It's like flashes in my mind. Oh, okay. That's fine. We got two more races. 2 more races to see if we can get some 3-lap tracks that I like. Come on, just 2 more. All right, Airship Fortress is a 3-lap track, and everybody's fucking picking it pretty much. Who could have guessed? I'm surprised by the amount of people picking the non 3-lap track, though. That's actually really surprising. I don't think community perspective on 3-lap tracks has really shifted, but maybe it's that people that want to play 3-lap tracks are already in the Discord server playing the game, and they don't really want to go to online, so all of the people left over actually enjoy the 3-lap tracks. I don't know. I'm making shit up as I go along, bro. Oh my god, really? Are you kidding me, bro? Okay, alright. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about the fact that we had one of the best fucking courses in the entire game that you could pick. And some dumbass, maybe Rek or Jacob. Oh, Jacob probably picked a fucking dumbass intermission track. I can feel it in my bones. Only stupid idiots put their fucking government ID name on Mario Kart Online, bro. That shit's insane to me. You don't have a gamer tag? Where did you grow up in a fucking box? A cardboard box? You never had a gamer tag, you freak? Brother, come on, just like be normal. for 5 seconds and put like some wild name. Some crazy ass name that you would like make a YouTube channel about, or like some name that you knew when you were a fucking child and just came to you, and it's like PV Poo Poo Deluxe Extreme. I would rather that than Jacob, bro. And you I don't even know if you picked this intermission track, but I don't care. I actively don't care, because I'm gonna blame you either way, because I can feel it in my bones. I trust my instincts, and my instincts say that you are a bad person for the simple fact that your name is Jacob in online. I'm sorry, but like we had the potential for like really fun content right there. It was Airship Fortress, a fan favorite that just came back for this game, and you pick DK Pass on a fucking intermission track so we get 1 lap of DK Pass. I'm sorry, that's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. There's no way my bum ass is in a lobby with elo so low that people don't know common courtesy in online lobbies. Like, we were finally getting back to the point where there's more 3-lap traps. There's tracks. There's a higher frequency of 3-lap tracks, and you're sitting here picking fucking DK Pass. I just like, I don't fuck with these people, bro. I don't fuck with these people. I don't like them. I think that there's something wrong with everybody in this lobby that didn't pick the intermission, the 3-lap track. I don't like you, bro. I don't fucking like you. And maybe you're gonna get mad at me. I don't know. I don't know, man. And I actively don't really care, to be honest with you. Like, if you get mad at me, maybe you should have been better, bro. Maybe you shouldn't have liked 3-lap fucking intermission courses. Sorry, not sorry. I've actually seen quite a few people being like, I'm glad they removed, options from players, because I actually like the 3-lap tracks. I actually like the intermission courses, or sorry, yeah, I fucked it up. I actually like the intermission courses. I'm glad they took away the option for people to choose. And that shit always wows me. Because it's like, I have never known a more selfish person than someone who says that, bro. You have to understand that you sound fucking crazy. Like, oh, I'm glad they removed player choice. Really, dude? I don't fucking care if you like the intermission tracks. Think about literally everybody else instead of sitting there jerking your own shit and finger in your butthole just thinking about you. Like, stop it. That's so... I hate you. I hate you, bro. Also, I will say I was going to make a video kind of trying to figure out whether or not online lobbies had died, because that's like this big conversation people are having right now where they're like, did Mario Kart World fall off or whatever? And I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to have a definitive answer on that. I know a lot of people like to live in like these worlds of definitives and black and white, but at the end of the day, like, I don't think we're ever going to get data on that. I don't think Nintendo's ever going to release data that would make them like either... I just don't think they do it in general. Even if the data made them look good, I don't think they'd do it. But they're definitely not going to do it if it makes them look bad. Like, that's never going to be something that we see. And, a lot of people are like, well, I guess we'll never know if the game fell off. But I'm going to make... Okay. All right. I'm going to say this. And this is true hater shit. This is really coming from a place of just pure hate from me, okay? I made some posts where I was like, I mean, I kind of think the game fell off. I've heard people are having issues with, like, finding lobbies, and I don't know whether or not that's, going to be the case for everybody. I don't know about the experience at every time of day, because that does make a big difference. That makes a big impact. I don't know about individuals' experiences depending on their elo. Like, I have no idea, right? It could go either way. I could see people getting full lobbies. People were saying they were getting full lobbies. People were saying they weren't getting full lobbies. And there was just a lot of anecdotal evidence going around. But from what I've seen, from the anecdotal evidence that I've experienced, and from what I've seen based on, the people I've played this game with IRL and the people I've watched play this game IRL, it looks like people aren't really sticking with it for very long. It doesn't seem like it has the staying power that Mario Kart 8 did. And this honestly only gets pulled out in scenarios, in public at least, in IRL hangouts, where people are kind of bored and they don't know what to do, and they're like, let's just play Mario Kart World. And in the few scenarios that's happened for me, I've played like maybe 5 knockout tours, and those lasted so long that we were like, alright, we're done. And we never touched Grand Prix, we never touched online, we never did any of that shit. So like, I don't know, based on what I've seen, the staying power is not that great. But, like, a lot of people will say, okay, it's all anecdotal evidence, we have to wait for data. Guys, we're never going to get that data. The only way we can have conversations about Mario Kart World falling off is if we base things on anecdotal data, on like what we have seen people experience individually. You know, it's how it is, bro. It's how it is. Some of these motherfuckers want to live in worlds of absolutes where they're like, no, we have to get the data before we can say anything. And it's like, if you want to have to wait to get the data for fucking everything before you talk about anything, you are going to live in a world that is going to be so ass, bro. Like, sometimes you just gotta make conversation and assumptions based on the data you have access to. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we also got an intermission track. I completely forgot to mention that. My brain clocked it, but we've gotten only intermission tracks on these 4 races. I'm gonna do one more. I do want to see if potentially, maybe we can see if Nintendo fixes if we get a 3-lap track in this next one. That I'm gonna be look, I think 2 3-lap tracks at the very least being available to you, available for you to pick in online races is still an improvement, right? And I want to see if we've improved. I don't give a flying fuck if it's fixed. Like, this is still a good step in the right direction. Should Nintendo still be held accountable for kind of shooting their own game in the fucking kneecaps? Yeah, bro, absolutely. But like, steps in the right direction are good, is what I'm trying to say. So let's see if we get one more 3-lap track, and if we don't, then I'm gonna say that this update hasn't changed enough for me to personally think that Nintendo has like fixed the problem, even if we are taking steps in the right direction. There was no 3-lap track. It was all intermission tracks, and it seems like, at least from what I can see, picking random still does the thing where it generally picks one of the 3 intermission tracks that are available to you. So if you don't want to play any of the tracks that are on the screen and you pick random, it still looks like it's going to force you to play one of them. I don't know about that fully. Other people might have a different experience. Again, I'm basing this on anecdotal evidence, and some motherfucker's gonna get the worst one, bro. Really, the worst one in the entire fucking pit. Okay. All right. Based on what I've seen in these last 5 races that I've done, okay, it looks as if Nintendo hasn't particularly fixed the problem. Maybe there is a higher percentage of 3-lap tracks showing up. Maybe other people are gonna do like some fire data collection and be like, well, it looks like the percentage is increased by this much based on the data that I've collected, and that's great. You know, that definitely changes the online experience. But for me, it seems like we're still very much in a similar boat. It seems like I'm not going to want to come back to this game's online very much. I've been wanting to revisit the 3-lap tracks because I really do appreciate them. So I might do some like online lobby shenanigans. I don't know. I do want to play this game again. It's fun in its own way, but this online shit, like, it hasn't fixed literally anything that I've had a concern about. And at the end of the day, again, Nintendo is slowly fixing this game. You know, steps in the right direction. This update is a good thing. I want to be very clear, despite the fact that I'm still very negative on my outlook on my personal enjoyment that I could get from this, I do think that this is an inherently good thing for Nintendo to have done. Like, I think we are seeing an objectively good decision from them, a good step in the right direction. Could it have been a better step? Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my god, it could have been a way better step. But also, a step is still a step, and it seems like they are at the very least interested in taking a little bit of user feedback. And I'll take what I can get at this point, because usually Nintendo gets super anal about this shit, and they just start fucking, they make a change, they make a decision, okay, and then they never fucking go back on it, you know? They have a very specific way that they want you to play the game, and they're never going to let you play it in another way. That tends to be how Nintendo does shit, right? And it's good to see that they're sitting there like, okay, well, maybe we should, like, make it a little better, though. maybe we should make a slight little baby change, you know? See if we can make it a little better, so, you know what I'm saying? You know? So that's good. That's good. That is genuinely double thumbs up from me. I'm gonna give them credit where credit is due, but they also put the game in the state that it's currently in. So, like, credit, yeah, but also, you fucking ruined the game on your own, bruh. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You are currently damage controlling the problem that you created. So, like, yes, this is generally a good update. They're slowly fixing the game. But also, we shouldn't be in this situation in the first place. And it's kind of unfortunate that people need to either do private lobbies or an online Discord that just, like, fucking Like, that shouldn't be necessary. That shouldn't be necessary at all. And I've been thinking about trying out the Discord. If you think I should, bro, I would love to play Mario Kart World some more. I do think that the game is really fun when you play it in the right conditions. But I fucking hate the state it's in right now in terms of online play and in terms of the things that they give players to work with, if that makes sense. You know, I would vastly prefer us to be in a situation where I can play online play, grind ELO, and just live life, bro. Live life lavishly. Can I not do that? Can I not? Do you guys fucking hate me or something? You made these changes specifically to fuck with me? Is that what happened, Nintendo? Did you see me and you were like, oh yeah, buddy needs to stop having fun. We need to stop letting bro play the game. He's starting to crash out a little too hard. We need to get buddy back in the white room, and the only way to do that is to ruin the experience for everybody else. Again, I know, I'm sorry. Hater energy, but it just pisses me off so bad. Because there's no way you could make a change like this to Mario Kart World without knowing the implications behind it, you know? And I don't know why'd we do that, bruh? Why'd we do that, Nintendo? Let's think about it. Why'd we do that, big dog? Let's run that back and really think about whether or not that was a good decision. And I don't fucking care if you like intermission tracks more. The removal of player choice is, fun fact, a bad thing, bro. Players should be able to choose to do what they want. And if there's an option already in the game to make player choice happen, then don't inhibit player choice just for fun. Like, that's so stupid. That is, anyway, that's it for this video. I don't know whether or not I'm really gonna get back into this game crazy like that, but I do want to try some of the ways that people have created to kind of get around some of the bad decisions Nintendo has made. And, you know, that's the Discord, that's, you know, just online private lobbies. I want to give it a shot. I do want to give it a shot and see if that really drastically changes the experience. If it doesn't, it is what it is, and I'll stop playing the game again. But if it does, then, you know, we might be back to Mario Kart World content slowly but surely. Not as a mainstay on the channel, I don't think, but, you know, every once in a while when I get exceptionally bored and want to record Mario Kart World, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at. But, you know, they're fixing the game, kind of. Slowly but surely. We'll see if they really fix it, you know, later in a later update. But 1.3 is all right so far. Doesn't really make a drastic enough changes for me. But like, it is what it is. Wait. This is six races. We could maybe get a 3-lap track. If we get a 3-lap track, I'm gonna keep recording for like just 5 seconds, bro. Right? Like, that would be that would be crazy. That would be crazy if I got a 3-lap track at the very end, right? All right, chat. Hear me out. This is a final send-off. I'm never playing online again until they fucking fix their shit. So, like, high key, I do want to end on a high note. So we saw 2... Dude, that's really bad. That ratio's out. It's so ass. We saw 2 3-lap tracks selectable in 6 races. That's really fucking bad. Like, that's abhorrently bad, and does not really seem like they've increased the chance of it showing up that much. But, like, again, I mean, small steps, baby steps. I'll take what I can take. I'll get what I can get, you know, and again, I want to be very clear. I'm talking shit, but we take wins when we can get them, okay? When Nintendo actually decides to somewhat respond to player backlash, that can be a good thing. But this update doesn't fucking get them off the hook. If anyone's gonna hop in my comments or, like, take this update as, look, they listen, guys, you're good now, stop talking, stop complaining about things, then I am gonna have to start fights, bro. I'm gonna have to start fights. They're gonna be fist fights. They're gonna be physical. They're not, you are not getting away unscathed, because there's no fucking way you can sit down and tell me this is fixed. 2 out of 6, bro. 2 out of 6. And what? And one time my fuck-ass lobby didn't even let me get the 3-lap course, bro. This shit's so stupid. I'm sorry. I don't even know if Jacob's in the fucking game anymore. I don't know if I have an easy scapegoat that I can yell at, bro. Because, look, hear me out. Jacob deserves the shit, bro. He deserves the shit. He put his government... He might as well put his social security number as his fucking name online, bro. Like, stop that. Stop that. Don't do that. If your name is your fucking actual name, if your name is your fucking government on Mario Kart Online, fix that, bro. Fix that. And if you like intermission tracks, that's fine. each person is, you know, allowed to have their own perspective on what makes games fun and what they enjoy in games and shit. That's okay. I'll let it slide, but you're still stupid and wrong, and I'm right, and you're wrong, and I'm right, and you're wrong. Okay, cool. We got that out of the way? All right, very nice. Very good. Very good. I cannot read your name, but come here, buddy. I'm not letting you get far. Here. Here. And then another one. Right over here. Yeah. Through there. Yeah. Just like this. Yeah. By the way, oh my god, there's been a lot of conversations about whether or not 200cc would work in this game. I don't care. I want it. I want it so bad. I need 200cc. It's actively the only thing that's keeping me sane, thinking that this game might get 200cc. Especially, like, oh my god. If online there's just straightaways every 5 seconds, I hate you. The Rosalina in front of me, bro, is the worst. The actual fucking worst. I hope you get last place, dog. I hope your elo is terrible. What? You can do that? Did you just see what they did? You can do that? Did that even work, or did they fall off, bro? I have no idea where they are. If they're in the front, it doesn't look like they're in the front. Did they just jump off the edge? Did they just lose on purpose? That's fucking insane, bro. Why would you? Okay. I'm not gonna try to dig into their brain space. I don't know what's going on. It looks like they fell behind. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care, bro. Whatever, dog. Doesn't matter to me. Don't matter to me, man. Don't matter to me. But I am glad we could at least get one more 3-lap track in before this video ended. I really didn't want it to end on a sad note. This is the type of content that I fucking adore in this game. I think that the actual lap design is so good. It is so good when you have a very intentionally designed, very well-designed set of courses and laps that you can play, and I think that, realistically, I know they wanted to try something new, but the traditional Mario Kart content is where this game shines the most. And I really think, high-key, they could have just gotten away with doing the parkour mechanics and calling it a day. You know, call it Mario Kart parkour or something. I don't know, and it would have been totally fine. But, you know, at the end of the day, they made the decisions they made. They made their bed, and Nintendo's gonna lie in it, man. But it's nice to be able to showcase the kind of content that I love. I fucking hate whoever threw that red shell, but I love the game that I'm playing. I love the game that I'm playing. It's so cool, even if I have a visceral rage that's just forming in my body right now. That's okay. It happens, man. You know, things change. Things change in you. It's like puberty, bro. You know, rage just forms sometimes, man. It is what it is. I'm definitely not getting a single item that's gonna help me win this race, but hopefully I can at least get out of fucking 13th place, bro. One more time? Okay. Nope. That's fine. I didn't even care about this game, to be honest. Anyways, I'm out of here. The online's not fixed, but it's getting better, and that's all that really matters. So, peace out, suckers. Bye.